Ladies and gentlemen, wish you a very, very, very happy Makar Sankranti, Mag Bihu, Pongal, and Uttarayan, of course, in whichever part of India you are or any part of the world. I hope you have had a great celebration of Bihu, especially if you are in Assam, or Lori if you are in Punjab or anywhere else in any other part of India or the world. And kudos to those who could make it to the Mahakumbh this year, which is happening after 144 years. I could not make it, unfortunately, but obeisances to all of you who made it. Congratulations, and please pray for everybody. Please pray for yourself, for me, and for our exotic astrology family also. But today's topic is the most important planet for this year, 2025, the most important dasha, and the most important transit. Well, you know what 2025 is. If you add the numbers 2 plus 2 plus 5, you get to 9, right? So that means Mars is the most important planet for this year. Now, when I say Mars, what does it mean? Does it mean Mars will make you a millionaire? Not necessarily. So, whenever I say important or good or powerful, don't just interpret them in terms of money, or else you will be misled. Okay. Now, of course, if Mars is well placed in the Artha houses or in the 11th, then you might make more money this year. That is possible. But that's like something very generic, and that does not make sense to for me to say that, right? So, number one, wherever Mars is sitting in your chart, please check that. Okay, that area of life will be very, 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 very important. Now, when I say important, what does it mean? It just means that prominent events related to that house might happen in this year. Now, disclaimer, the lordships and the placement should only be taken from the Bhava Chalit chart, not the Lagna chart. From the Lagna chart, we take aspects and conjunctions only. All right. So, therefore, if you do not know what Bhava Chalit chart is, please go to YouTube and type exotic astrology BHAVACHART, Bhava chart. You could type Bhava chart or Bhava Chalit CHALIT chart. You will find it. Okay. There's a video, there's a red color thumbnail there. You can find it there. Okay. So please see that video to know what is Bhavachali chart and how you can actually know where a planet is placed. So the placement and lordships, I'm repeating it again, the lordships and placement. You know the lordships are dependent on your ascendant, right? But when I say ascendant, I don't mean your Lagna chart. I mean your Bhavachali chart. So please see your Bhavachali chart and then see wherever, whichever houses Mars is lording, wherever Aries and Scorpio falls, and wherever Mars is placed. Okay. And sometimes in the Bhavachali chart, like one sign can sometimes disappear. Okay. Okay, so it can happen that there is no Aries or there is no Scorpio in the Bhavachali chart. It can happen, it is possible. So in that case, you will only get two houses. Okay, so for example, Aries is there, Scorpio is not there, so you get Aries and wherever Mars is placed, right? Or Aries is missing, then you see where Mars is and wherever Scorpio is. Okay, so in that video, you will find detailed description of how to actually find lordships and all this. Okay, now once you have seen, so for example, if your Mars is in the fourth house, let's take an example. If Mars is your fourth lord or Mars is sitting in the fourth house, then there could be some events related to your property this year. Now, events related to property does not mean you will buy new property necessarily. It can happen, but it can also happen that you are doing some renovation in your property. Now, how does it work? Well, you have to see which dasha you are running. So, for example, if you are planning to do some renovation because your Mars is fourth lord or it is placed in your fourth house, then what happens is if your dasha is of Venus, Venus Mahadasha or Antardasha. So if Venus or Moon, if these two planets are in your Antardasha or Mahadasha this year, you might want to do some luxurious upgrade. This can happen. But if other planets are involved, like Saturn, Rahu, you may just do like a semi-furnished upgrade or something like that. Okay. As a general thumb of rule, you can say Saturn, Rahu, Ketu will give you semi-furnished things, and all the other planets will give you furnished. But specifically, Moon and Venus will give you not just fully furnished, luxury furnished. Okay, so you might want to do like heavy interior design in that. And within that, also, if your Venus is in 12th house, it may happen that you incur lots and lots of expenses. Okay, so this is something you need to be aware of. Like, for example, if Venus is in the 8th and your Mars is in 4th and you are running Venus Dasha, then you might do interior design for your property by taking loan from other people. So this is how you will know. And if it is 6th house, you might take a personal loan from the bank. Okay. So depending on the house, if you are running Venus or even Moon Dasha, and if Mars is fourth house in your fourth house or fourth lord, you might do a lot of renovation with a lot of luxury. Okay, and suppose you have like Venus Mahadasha and Rahu Antardasha, then you might want some antique items which are outside of your culture, your tradition, your language, your religion, your society. Okay, or if it is like Venus Sun, Venus Jupiter, you may want items within your own culture, something like that. Okay, so therefore please check which dasha you are running, and most importantly where Mars is and which house Mars lords. Okay, so once you see them, then you will know. So for example, if Mars is in our 10th house, something related to profession can happen. Now, if suppose you are running, let's take an example, you are running Jupiter Mahadasha, and Jupiter is also in your Artha house, like 2nd, 6th, 10th, or it's in 11th, and Mars also is in your 10th house, and Jupiter Antardasha is running, for example, then something really big will happen in your career this year. Why? Because Mars is the most important planet, and Mars will, if Dasha is also saying the same thing, like 10th house, then you might get some big recognition, name, fame, power, position, authority. All these things might come. Okay. So that's number one. Number two, the most important Dasha for this year is the Dasha of Mars. Now, you may say, oh, but I will not get Mars Mahadasha. I will not get even Mars Antardasha. Even then you may get Pratyantar Dasha. Okay. So if you get the Pratyantar Dasha of Mars in this year, it may, because Mars Dashas are generally very short, Pratyantar, Antar, very short, right? So if you do not get Antar Dasha of Mars this year or Mahadasha, then it's fine. But if you, at least if you're getting the Antar Dasha of Mars, then prominent events related to that area of life can happen during that Dasha. Now, by default, it can happen. Even if it is not the year of Mars, it can still happen. But because it is the year of Mars, the quantity and quality will be a bit higher, which means you might experience, like, for example, if Mars is in your 10th house and Mars Pratyantar comes, there can be a bigger promotion, bigger recognition than expectation. And on the contrary, if Mars is in a Lusthana house, 6th, 8th, 12, then there can be a bigger frustration or bigger downfall or bigger defamation in your career than expected. Okay, so therefore, if you get Mars Mahadasha, very good. If it is starting this year, any time of this year, then very good. If Antardasha, very good. If not Patyanta, and if somehow you don't have Patyanta also, then just leave it. Number three, most important transit for this year is the transit of Mars again. Why do I say this? Because again, it's the year of Mars, as you know. So the transit now, Mars is not like a very fast moving planet, nor is it like a slow moving planet. I mean, it is comparatively very fast compared to Jupiter, Saturn, Rahu, Ketu. Okay, so therefore, wherever Mars is transiting, whenever Mars is stationary, or if it is retrograde, or if it is stationary retrograde, if it is exalted during transit, debilitated, in which house Mars is transiting, during a particular month or a week or a day, depending on that, prominent events can happen. And especially when Mars will join, or sorry, when Moon will join Mars. Okay, so Mars is like transiting and Moon is transiting faster. So the day when Mars is going and Moon is like crossing, touching Mars, that is the day emotions can run a bit higher. Anxiety can peak. You might have a desire to fight or quarrel with somebody. So you need to make sure that you are on guards on those days, okay? Because Mars is a malefic, as you know. So therefore, it is imperative that you keep an eye on Mars this year. So the lordships and the placement and Mars, Mahadasha, Antardasha, Pratyantar, or transit of Mars, and especially whenever Moon will join Mars, or malefics like Saturn, Rahu, Ketu, if they join Mars, or if Mars joins them, either way is the same. Then you need to understand that prominent events can happen. And also, when you are doing Prashna chart calculations, you are using Prashna chart to give answers which a normal horoscope cannot answer. Then you need to understand that now Mars will be a very important planet. So do not ignore Mars in your Prashna chart, and then you will get good results. All right. So in short, keep an eye on Mars, see everything related to Mars this year. As you have already seen, like the fires in Los Angeles and in California, which has occurred. My prayers to everybody who got affected in this unfortunate event, and I hope the government, the state and the central government of America take good cognizance of this, and they make the necessary changes. All right. So thank you so much. God is there with you all the time. Just look to him and you will find him for sure. Please take care.